Alright, so we are back again. Just get a little something set up here. Got my chat open, so if you're in, let me know that you're watching, because otherwise I have no idea, because I don't have my Twitch window open, just the chat open, so that'll let me know. Continue my game. Been playing for about 4 hours according to that, so that's pretty cool. Let me check out my Pokemon here and just see. Everybody seems to be healed up. Trying to figure out which ones to keep going with here. It's so hard because you're only allowed 6 in your party, but you can have so many of them. I could imagine like you could play this game forever, like leveling everything up and whatnot. So, but I'm going to. Some rare fossils. I found the moonstone. I didn't even really know what it was, so I'm gonna check out one of these ladders here and see where this takes me next. See what kind of battle I can get in down here. Maybe it'll be a little higher level, but there wasn't a whole lot of anything right there. Here we go. Let's see what we got. See another Zubat. Still about the same level as other parts of that dungeon, so. Get in here. Hurt myself in confusion. Okay, let's hope that wore off then. That's an interesting uh-oh. Oh, I just took myself out. That is not a good start. Maybe I'll just take him out. Let's see, so I'll go back to this and just sort of finish this guy off, because not particularly interested in getting into one battle. Sorry about the pathetic start to this. Get into one battle and now I'm having to go back and heal up my Pokemon. So here we go. There was a guy there, so I'll come back and I'll battle him in a second. That was not a great start, to say the least. Mind a little bit of leech life there. I'm like so surprised how crazy fast this Pokemon evolved for me yesterday, and just the just completely outweighs my other ones. So it's kind of crazy. All right. Oh, yeah, like throwing Zubats at me right now. Okay, let's try to train somebody else here. Hopefully it doesn't work out the way it just did. Let's go with you. Why would it even use Leech Life? I haven't even hit it yet. Leeching life like crazy, yeah? See, that works pretty well. Like, I mean, my guy's a couple levels lower, and their attacks aren't particularly effective, so that's kind of nice. So it's a good matchup for a Zubat to put this Spearow out, it looks like. So if this area is going to have a lot of these the Zubats, then I might just level this guy up and use him against them. It's kind of nice. Oh, and I'd like to thank the Cartridge Club for auto-hosting my streams here. That is just set up today, so I can see in the chat now it says it's now auto-hosting me. So if you're watching on that channel as well, that's pretty awesome. I don't know if I will see anything if you chat on that channel though, so I don't really know how auto-hosting necessarily works. See how that goes, but maybe that'll get a few more views on here. I think usually I'm just having like 1 or 2 people watching me, so alright, let's I might put that other Spearow one like first in my list too, so I can avoid that whole first hit thing. But I like the way that it works against these guys, so. I mean, I get this, the Leech Life kind of does like damage, but I don't know why it would be using that against me. Because it's not hurting. Now it is. Now it would make sense. But as its first attack, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that unless it doesn't have any other abilities or something, but that level 10 one sure did. Oh, almost. Taking it down like 1 point at a time. Wonder when it's gonna level up, that'll be good to know. Oh, these guys. These are the worst. Need to get like a water one. I think there's somebody that was selling a water Pokemon and I didn't buy it thinking it was kind of a rip-off, but I might go back and get it because whoa. Okay. I think that was a bit of a lie there. It was not very effective. I took him out in 1 hit. I mean, obviously I outrank him pretty heavy, but here we go. We Team Rocket are Pokemon gangsters. Oh, guys like the Snoop Dogg of Pokemon or something? What's going on here? What are you bringing out? A Sandshrew? I've never seen that. That's new. Sandshrew. What's that for effectiveness? Okay. Sure, why not? I can risk on something else here. What did it say it was bringing out? I don't know, whatever. Let me throw out my Geodude. I just got Tackle right now, that's it. Nice. And so whatever this is, it's not effective against me, so I'm not sure what thing it is, but it's nice because they were when I was fighting these Geodudes, they were probably like one of the harder things to kill. That just I would be doing such little damage to them. Zubat. Alright, let me check out. Let me throw this guy out because I want to get some experience on him. love to get like tons of experience for this one and see how he does. I don't know if it's good or something, but it seems to have like male and female, because you can see like the genders on that Spearow. I don't know if that's a actual gender sign or if that means anything, but kind of interesting. I know they evolve differently, and I'm pretty excited about getting another evolution out of one of these. My main one evolved into whatever it's called, Charmeleon or something. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, I need to like go rest up my guys. I want to use some of those, so I gotta, you know, cycle through them or whatever. I could basically just wipe out everybody with this guy if I wanted to. But I want to level up other guys. I really want to level this one up, but I don't know like if I'll even be able to survive long enough with that. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, that's not even worth it. So I'm gonna have to. At least I threw them into the battle, so hopefully that'll do something. Maybe this one. Confusion's no good. I don't really want the confusion. I like to get Geodude leveled up, that'd be good too. That's a decent amount of damage. So apparently, I probably should have been playing the yellow Pokemon Special Pikachu edition of this, because apparently it's got like whatever extra features or something to it. I'm not sure what exactly, but that's what I gathered from what people have said. Because it was like this red and the blue were like the first ones, and then there was that yellow one. And it's like some Pokemon or Pikachu follows you around or something like that, so that would have been kind of fun. But whatever. See, I'm pretty like meticulous with this. If one goes down, I end up like going back and getting them up again. But I might have to go to like an easier area and take that one Pokemon out for a spin, because I want to try to level that one up. I think it would be a pretty decent one. But right now it just gets smoked because it's low level. Okay, let's see where else I can go here. So I'm gonna go check out a little further down that if I can. I'm just gonna use this guy to blast through everyone. I think will be the plan. Charmeleon. Hopefully you can just smoke. Smoke most of them so I can move on a little bit. Nice. Oh wow. Okay. That's great. I wasn't expecting to level up again, so it's crazy how quickly that one levels up. The other one's like grind and grind, and I don't seem to level up as quickly as that one. There's that guy. Nice. I think I'll probably hold on to that one and figure out what Pokemon to use that up on later. That's the only thing down here. So I'm not using like anything to assist me. Oh hey, how's it going? I'm not using anything to assist me here or maps or anything, so. Okay, let's see how my guy does against this. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't very effective, for sure not. Alright, let's go this way. Might be able to take this one down in one hit. Yeah. Pretty good weekend, I guess. I think I already fought this person. There we go. Yeah, I did already. Gotta be a ladder around here somewhere. I beat some like rocket dude just a few minutes ago, so I don't know if that is some sort of leader down here or what, but and I found a moonstone down here, but I'm not going to use it until later on in the game. I think I'm just going to hold on to it. Nice. Well, I don't know who the guy was, but he was like standing there holding a whip, and he looked like a pretty interesting dude or whatever. There we go. Let's fight this guy. What do you got? Okay. Super nerd. Alright, I'm gonna fight Super Nerd. I've never seen this one before, so this will be interesting. Not too bad. Barely does any damage to me, so at least with that hit. So this Pokemon that I'm using right now, my starter one. I'm gonna switch Pokemon just for fun here. I want to level up some other ones. I really want to level this one up, but everywhere I'm at right now is kind of like let's see what happens. I should be able to take at least a hit. Alright. I want to level this guy up, so I'll put him in. That's not too bad. I did some pretty decent like games yesterday in this dungeon here. Oh yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Pretty decent games, defeating people and whatnot. I think that's the ladder I went down before. Should just like wail on these guys and there we go. Wow. Yeah, probably a good idea. These Geo dudes, man, they're brutal. I gotta get a water type Pokemon because I mean, right now it's kind of unbalanced because of like how high level I am compared to this one, but like you can see, like that's, you know, level 19 hitting an 8 and barely even doing any damage there. So I mean, I can pretty much just like out wail on him, but I think I'm wandering into like a really strange spot I haven't been in before. That's like basically the only attack I can get that I can actually take him out pretty easily. Yeah, I do have. I got a Geodude yesterday. Like I have one in my. You can see him right there. Second from the bottom. So I got one. Level 10 too, so it's pretty decent. Like. Oh wait, was it that one? Yeah, this one. I'll heal up. So maybe I'll chuck him out in the front. I just put the other one out first because I was fighting like high level guys, or not high level guys, but like the trainers or whatever, so I figured I'd put him first just to get some of those hits in. So I'm gonna put that one first. Let's get the seed. I've actually really been enjoying this game. It's kind of interesting because I never really thought I'd be into it. Like I mentioned so many times, like my videos, I'm just like a little too old or whatever for this kind of stuff, but turns out not too bad at all. He's like amazingly defensive against any of the types that I see right now. They do like one hit to him, so it's crazy. He's not doing tons of damage right now, but like he's doing a decent amount of damage though. Yeah. Defensive curl, huh? Alright. Okay, that one I've already gone down. Maybe I can somehow get up there and go to that other one. I think I've beaten you before. I get lost in these things and it looks too similar. Yeah, I've beaten you before. Let's go into this one. Oh, that's a new one. Maybe I'll try to catch it. And it's level 10, so that's not bad. Good, I can wear it down a little bit. There, I should be able to get it now, hopefully. Should probably go back and like... Oh! That's the first one I've ever missed. Alright, let me see if I can... Don't kill it. Okay, that's cool. I should really go back and get more Pokeballs, I think. It's a mushroom? Weird. First one I always just leave normal. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here, go back, and get more Pokeballs. That's actually interesting because it seems to me that that's based on an actual type of thing. What it is, it's like a mushroom that infests. It's like a mushroom or something that infests these insects, kind of thing, and it like basically like mind controls them into putting it into a position where it can, where the parasite or whatever can like reproduce, but it literally is like mind control. It starts doing things that's like it wouldn't normally do or whatever to do it. Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy because every Pokemon that I've beaten, even to Yellow, it's only the first time I've ever had it like get denied. So that was the first time I ever saw that message or whatever. Yeah, that's a pretty scary thing right there. Like, you should look at it. I can't remember the name of it. It's like some kind of spore of some sort, and yeah, it like literally mind controls. I thought that was such a weird thing when I saw it. I was just like, that is absolutely crazy. This guy's getting pretty beat now. My Geodude is just taking like one hits every time. Should probably switch him out. I do like him though, because he's definitely massively defensive against most things that I've encountered so far. Obviously, like the water guys, I won't put him up against because I think he isn't good against that, but all the stuff I've seen so far. Oh, nice. Okay, it's obviously not that way. I want to see what this defensive curl does for me, just for whatever reason, before I switch out from this guy. My defense row is okay. Like, I need that, really. It's nice this guy's leveling up a bit. I don't need to switch out of them. Whoa. So the only major downside to this is some of like the cooler Pokemon I won't be able to do because you gotta like, from my understanding of what people have told me is you have to trade them away and then trade them back to get certain kinds, or I don't know, something to that effect. But Cool. Alright, let's go and... Gotta remember that ladder was again. Now, here's something that is really something they should have put into things a lot earlier. Like if you outlevel something to like that degree in Earthbound, it just automatically gives you the win. Which I think is a brilliant idea because it saves you so much time. So it's like you encounter them, and then the second the encounter starts, it just ends and says you win. Because it's just like there's no point in putting you through a battle sequence that, like, where the outcome's going to be obvious that you're going to win. So it's like if you outrank that by, I can't remember how many levels it was, but if you outrank the opponent by a certain number of levels, it'll just automatically give you like the experience and stuff for it and just be done with it. Because yeah, it saves a lot of time. But of course, when this came out, this was sort of like the standard kind of thing. Already fought you. How did I find that other... I can't remember where it was now. Oh, I think I went up and over. I didn't even do what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to get Pokeballs and I didn't even bother to do that. I just went back in, got healed up, and then came back out. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so I would have to fight like the 8,000th Zubat over and over again. I mean, yeah, it takes like one hit off of me or whatever every time, but... Well, that was 2 actually. But... You know, I'm getting like... 2-hit kills off of them. Alright. Let me do this properly instead of, Yeah. Yeah, at least he's leveling up. Okay, heal up. And then go get some Pokeballs. Because that's what I actually need. I don't hope your friend didn't overpay for it. If they just bought Earthbound. Like unless he traded up for it or something, that would be fine. But I wouldn't straight up pay what people want for it. It's just not worth it. I mean, it's a great game. Probably one of the underappreciated games on the system, but definitely not, you know, worth what people want these days for it. These are all the guys that I defeated yesterday, so I made some pretty amazing ground when it came to that. There we go. That's what I want. It would take a lot to find someone willing to trade Earthbound for a bunch of other stuff, though. It'd have to be definitely the right kind of stuff, like some pretty high-end Super Nintendo games, like maybe 3 or 4 like pretty heavy hitters kind of thing. That's the only way I can imagine somebody giving that up, unless they didn't know what they had. Just a second here. Alright, I want to level this one up. See how we do here. This is like where it leeches like tons of life, right? Not a decent amount. There, all I gotta do is get one hit in, and then I can. I'll give this one a shot too. No, I just kind of like been blocking out the music. When I was a kid, oftentimes with some of like the NES games and stuff, like some of them have great music, don't get me wrong, but some of it just was a bit much, like a little too, I don't know what you call it, like a little too 8-bit or something, like. So I just like turn on my own music and play the game. Nice. Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's exactly what I need to have happen. Alright. Oh, one of these guys. Alright. I know I'm not going to get very far with this, but I wanted to see what that attack looked like. And there goes like half my life. I know how to take you guys out, you know, just get this guy in the game and give him a shot or two. I might, like, it just seems like if I'm playing a game, I might as well stream it to me. So, yeah, like, I guess so. I haven't really thought of it that far ahead of it. I was considering playing like streaming games that I've never played before, kind of like this one. What was I doing here? Oh. Alright. Yeah, someone to fight. Let's do this! Okay, that's what I saw before, so obviously the guy who I fought was not like some sort of leader or something. A Zubat. Okay, I know that this one's not gonna be very good against this. Get all the way down here to fight a Zubat? Come on. No, I don't think I have Persona 4, do I? I'm probably gonna keep all my stuff like retro when I'm doing this. It seems to be where my heart's at in this stuff, to honestly tell you the truth. New games are, you know, I don't know. They just all seem very similar. Yeah. What's it, Eakins? Nah, I'll just keep fighting with this guy. Oh, okay. That's decent. It's not great, but whatever it's doing is not effective against me, so no reason to change it out. Well, except for I want to get some more level for that one, but it might take too big of a hit. Let's see. Maybe this one. When that one hits, it's like I can't even do anything. Can't move. Fight. Attack continues. Like. Nice. Special ability? What is that? I found ether. What does that mean? Alright, let's go get healed up and continue exploring here. Oh. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I taught one to my starter guy, but I kind of want to just like hold on to them a little bit and decide who I'm going to use them on later. I'm going to use them on like these starting Pokemon kind of things. I don't know what's the best because I don't know enough about it. So better watch what I'm doing here. Just taking little chunks out of me. Yeah, I could probably just finish it off though. But since they can only have like 4 abilities, I don't want to like, not knowing enough about their abilities, I don't really want to start doing that just yet, I don't think. Using those up. So. Should probably change my order here. Let's see. Let's get you some level. Okay, so that's what ether does, huh? Let me get my order here. Put him out first. Oh, I should go back and try to find that guy who was selling that water one. because that seems to be one that I could definitely use. I've got like a whole bunch of different ones, but they all seem to be very similar skill sets or whatever. So that was the wrong way. Right. Yeah, an NPC was selling a water Pokemon. And then, but some other character in the game said, oh, it's a ripoff, don't do it, or whatever, so then I didn't do it. Thinking that was like a warning, but apparently, then I thought about that, and I'm like, oh, a water one would be good, no matter even if it was bad, I could level it up. So, I gotta go figure out where that was. So, maybe I'm on a mission to do that. Where was that? I know he was in a building, so that kind of narrows it down. I guess I gotta go back to town or something. Yeah, I pretty much ran through these guys pretty easily. Had to go back and heal up a few times, but nothing major. It might have been in this town. Pretty sure. No, it wasn't here. It might even have been in the store. I don't even know what the point of that is. It's just like a money drain or something. I went and checked it out. It's like walk through a museum. I think it was Magikarp. I think that's probably the one. This guy. Pretty sure. Oh, no. Don't bother? Alright. Okay. Why is it bad? Oh, I was like, oh, I should get out of there so I can avoid battles right now. So I'm trying to get back to where I was. Well, I don't mind like trying to evolve them. I don't just mean chucking it into a battle and then taking it out, but I'm gonna have to do some grinding on that eventually. Like I can't just keep walking through the game. I was doing a little bit of leveling up and grinding before the other day, but you know, trying to think of what I want to do next here. Here, let me just make sure everybody's healed up. So I'll probably just wait and I'll get one later in the wild kind of thing. Maybe there's a ladder somewhere over here. Oh, okay. I still have to get them. One though. I may not use it. Oh, no ladder here. Sort of feeling like a little, what do you call it, lost in this right now. I'm just sort of wandering around this dungeon hoping that there'll be like some sort of next thing to go to or an end to it so I can get out the other side. I don't know. I feel like I've done this dungeon a little bit. I haven't necessarily gone down to every... Oh cool, I leveled up. Well, I know. I've been fighting those guys the whole time, but hey. You guys tell me something I already know. I checked out that ladder. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Probably not. No. Nothing. Oh, wait a second. I can see why people love this game, man. It is actually quite fun. Maybe not be so interesting watching me wail on Zubats for like an hour straight, but I am enjoying this game. I didn't think I would, but it's way more in depth than I. It's not overly challenging. Oh, here we go. It's not overly challenging for the most part. But there's so much to do in it that it's actually pretty good, especially for, you know, a Game Boy title. It's pretty amazing what they fit into this. So. Probably gonna have to take this guy out as soon as he's already down almost to half his life. I'm gonna try this, but even if it's just like for one thing. Yeah, I think I'm somewhere in the middle. Although I am older. I'm definitely not experienced at this game. Just throwing my other like Pokemon in there to get them some experience. That was pretty effective. I'll just try to... Whoa! Okay. Maybe not. Gotta level you up. Nice. Oh, a Zubat. No. Oh, okay. I figured that I was talking about that a little bit earlier, but nobody was on. I think when I was talking about it, it's just like the gender thing. There's like sometimes you see them with gender symbols, so. So I guess I shouldn't be calling mine a she since I think it has an up symbol. Obviously I haven't gone this way. No. Kind of took a bit of a beating, but I can maybe get another one. If this actually has one. Whoa, I've never seen a dude like that. Hiker. Oh, a Geo dude. Great. Alright. I'm not gonna mess around with this thing. It says it's not very effective, but I'd say half its health is pretty effective for me. Right now, taking out these Geo dudes are like the hardest ones for me to do with most of the. Oh, wow, this guy's leveling up out of control. Oops, I don't want to switch. He's bringing out a Geo dude. I can do that all day long. One hit kill. Onyx. Okay. Must be another one of the Earth kind. See how one scratch does. Not very effective. I'll just go again. Unless he uses some really weird ability on me. I'm not gonna get far. Sort of like massively out level these guys now. Just the way he's been leveling up. It's crazy. Alright, let's go. I can try to explore a little further. Probably should have healed up, but oh, there's a whole room of them down here. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright, I probably shouldn't have this guy in front, because who knows? And this thing's level 16. He's probably gonna take me out. Yeah. Alright, time to bring out my guy here. Rat. Huh. Ooh. This could get interesting very quickly. That was some serious damage right there that they were doing. Time to head back. Is that the way I came in? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm sure there's like guides and everything on like which Pokemon to whatever, but I'm just gonna stumble my way through it, I think. Not too interested in like looking up how to like the best combos or something of Pokemon. I think I'm just gonna evolve whatever I feel like evolving and see how it goes. If something doesn't work, I'll go back and pull another Pokemon, level it up, and try to progress, basically. It's crazy. This is like one of those games you could sink a lot of hours into. I mean, so far over the course of like this is the fourth time I've done this. It's been probably close to like 5 or 6 hours of game time. So, and I don't even think I'm that far into the game. I'm pretty much right. I feel like I'm right at the start of it now. Again, it is a Game Boy game, so it could be shorter than I think, but I'm just gonna basically play it out till I'm done with it, kind of thing. Is that right? I think it goes this way. Yeah, this is right. How does it suck time for you after you beat it? Because you want to get everything, like... So when you're done fighting the game, you can still, like, go around and collect more Pokemon or something? This definitely encouraged me to play other ones. Like, I always just sort of dismissed Pokemon. I was actually almost contemplating, like... Because I know how much other people like these games or whatever. Like selling off ones from my collection and getting something else. Just because I had no like particular interest in Pokemon games, but after forcing myself to play this one because it's the Cartridge Club Game of the Month, pretty pumped on it. I'm rather enjoying it. It's just like all the kiddie kind of stuff, like you're a kid in it and stuff like that, sort of turned me off, I think, to it, because I was a little too old for it when it came out, so. Yeah, what everybody's doing here. Alright, let's change the order up. Who are we gonna level up? I still want to level this one up for some reason, I don't know why. Because he doesn't seem to be doing much for me. But I think Evolved might be pretty cool. We'll have to see. Just has like low defense against things, it seems like. Nice. Yeah, I've heard of a Panasonic laser active. I don't think I'd really be into having one. I'd probably just sell it off. I know it's like pretty rare or something to see them out there. I think it's probably worth more in that regard than what am I trying to say? More in that regard than actually having my collection. I'd probably never play it if I had it. I'm not that kind of collector. Like, I don't want to collect weird things that I'll never play. So. Like, I probably got a few things here I should unload because I'll never play them, not game-wise, but just system-wise. You know, like as much as everybody loves the Atari 2600, I'm never gonna play it. So I should probably get rid of it. I have one like in box up there and have a bunch of boxed games, but I'm not really that interested when there's so many cooler like 8 and 16-bit games I can deal with. Alright, let's put this guy up front, I think. I think the Panasonic Laser Active was like a laser disc player as well, if I'm not mistaken. And that was something that didn't particularly catch on too well. The laser disc thing looked really awesome back in the day. I remember in high school the teacher rolled out like the laser disc player or whatever. I mean, that's when like everything was on like VHS tapes for the most part. So that was just amazing. Like rolled out, it was like for some science thing or whatever. But the school had a laser disc player. It was cool. Ugh. You guys always destroy my day. Here we go. I just keep chucking this guy at these Geodudes just because he can actually damage them, even though it's like it's not effective. But I rank them so hard that I can do some damage with them. Especially with this, just totally smokes them. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, like to be able to do the Genesis stuff on it, but honestly, if you're gonna play Genesis, you might just play a Genesis. Again, it's more of a collector curio kind of object than actual useful thing. At least in my opinion. I mean, other people can think whatever they want about it, but I'm gonna see if I can go yeah, I'd probably just go in, but like with any Atari game, I'd probably just like emulate it. Because hooking up an Atari, like all I've got is this like, not that I'm saying it's a bad thing, but all I've got is like my modern television kind of thing, and those things are a pain to hook up to it. And I've played Defender before, so. Spiro learned Leer. Alright, I defeated you. I mean, there's, yeah, the RF switch boxes and the, I just can't even. It's easier for me just to like, if I find stuff like that, like I'll you know, use it to recoup stuff. I would never hold on to it, I don't think, anymore. I sold off all of my loose Atari 2600 games, so the only ones I've kept are games that are in box. I'm just looking at them now, and I have quite a few of them because I see them every so often, but just not worth it to me to play those systems when I could be playing like Super Nintendo games or Genesis games or whatever. Just can't be bothered. This guy's gonna be like out of health before I even get into battles. I should probably either heal them up or something. I'm afraid to spend money in this thing though, because like you only get money from fighting the characters kind of thing. You don't get money from fighting in the wild, so you know, if I have to buy like potions and stuff like that, like those are just consumables, I'll end up like wasting all the cash. It might be something I have to buy down the road that's like more important in this game, so I'm like really wary about using potions and stuff like that and buying them in this game. I guess a Zubat, yeah. This is a trick they used back in the day to extend the experience of video games would be yeah, I don't know, there's no other way to get more money, so it's like, what are you gonna buy it, spend it on? It's like, it just seems like Pokeballs are the best thing to spend it on, and everything else you just kinda, and like you need a few of the others, like if you get poison and you absolutely need to use a potion or something, fine, but it just seems kinda... This guy's getting kinda hurt. Well, guess I just won't be using them in the main battles. Coming up here, I'll probably have to switch them out soon here. Yeah, nice though. Nice little level up before I switch them out. Let's put you up front here. I think that'll be important for where I'm about to go. Probably end up taking down like one more guy here and then be done for the night. Been trying to keep my streams to about an hour and a half. Let's get into a fight. See someone up there. But... just both like slowly wailing on each other. Alright, you know what? I'd rather save my Geodude and not go head to head with this one, and I'll take one hit for the team on this guy and then take this Geodude out. Like, this guy just, he levels up like crazy. Other ones I can throw them out and get into tons of battles, he doesn't seem to get me anywhere. This one just levels up like mad. It's crazy. Oh! I'm gonna try to get this one. Okay, don't kill it in like one hit type thing. Okay, good. I can wear it down. Oh my. Attack missed. If I hit it one more time. Didn't I buy like 10 Pokeballs? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yeah. Oh no! What did it say? Okay. Thought for some reason I might not be able to get it or something. Oh, that's the... or I should use that Moonstone. It is rare and found only in certain areas. Nice. Oh, that's good. Keep his name. Nice. Just keep the Geodude in front. He's a good little tank to start with and level up easily. That a Game Boy could play Game Boy Color games? Just not in color. Oh hey Cadillacs. You can play the black cards, not the clear ones. Okay. Yeah. Did you find this through the restream or whatever you call it from Cartridge Club? Oh. But then eventually they had to move on. One more shot. Probably have to switch guys here soon. A Zubat. Okay, whatever, I'll just keep this guy out. Oh, okay, cool. Nice, man. Yeah, I've been, this is my first playthrough. I don't know if you've been paying attention to my channel or, anything like that. This is my first playthrough of any Pokemon game ever, so, because it's the Cartridge Club Game of the Month, I figured, why not? Blacklisting. Nice. Ugh. Let's just see what happens when I tackle. Nothing still, even though I outrank them pretty hard. Alright. Let's bring out the big gun. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have the yellow version already from a thrift shop from a while ago, so I should have probably been playing that one because I heard, like after I started playing this one, that one is basically the same game but with some tweaks or something. So probably should have, but too late now. And I'm enjoying this well enough anyway, so I don't really, it doesn't matter to me. Can't believe how extensive this game is for like a, you know, Game Boy game. Like, I don't know anything about TV show. This is my first like foray into Pokemon, other than what other people have said, basically. But they're doing to extend the game experience here by chucking tons and tons of random encounters to me. The trick from back in the day. Oh, I don't mind. I need to level up my guys anyways, but I guess I should probably switch that guy. Not that it really matters. I'm gonna be going to. Let's see here. We want to get some more on. I mean, lowering the encounter rate would be fine, but I really want to level my guys up, so to kind of would counter what I was doing. Would just make things go a little quicker, I'm sure, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm not in a big rush. Yeah, it's probably like set up where you got to it's either on or off encounters. Probably in the modern ones it does that though. Oh, I don't know which ones to deposit. Probably just gonna take this this Pokemon, see how it does in battle, what it looks like, or whatever. Let's get into a fight right quick. Come on. And I'm probably done because that's about my hour and a half right there. So pound and growl, pound. Right, maybe I'll just level it up. One more encounter. Let's see though. $180 to level up. Oh, okay. Let's see how this one does against a Geodude, because Geodudes are pretty defensive against most things I have. Nothing. Alright. A man key? No. What's a man key? Is that like a wild one you can get? I just thought it was like, because it's like a special Pokemon, it said. I think it's rare or something. So I thought that's why it would be pretty cool. Stats. Don't really know what all that's about. Let's look. Pokedex. I'm assuming the Eradicate is a evolution here, right? Yes, there's that one. It's magical and it is rare. It only found in certain areas, so I saw Jigglypuff. No idea. End of game place. Monkey pig looking one. Huh. Fighting type you get the first you get for a while. Alright, well maybe I'll go in the next installment of this, I'll go and check out the first area of the game, I guess. That's where you'd find one. Maybe that'll be my next mission. This most certainly is not a speed run. Thank you guys for watching. It's nice to have 2 viewers this time around, and that's everything I got in this installment of my first play of this one. I've really been enjoying it though, so hopefully you'll join me for the next one. I probably will be on tomorrow night, guys, if you're interested. To check out some more. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing, is going back and see if I can find, what is it called again? The man key. And try to add that to my list. I didn't see one, so I'll have to give it a shot and see if I can find one. That's everything though, and I'll talk to you guys later.